Okay, just imagine for a second. A world with a company that brought you Stranger Things also owns Batman, Harry Potter, and Game of Thrones. No, this isn't some fan theory or a what-if scenario. It's a very real proposal on the table right now that could create, literally, the biggest entertainment empire the world has ever seen.
So, in one corner, you've got Netflix. You know them. They're the tech giant, the disruptor that completely rewrote the rules and basically put a movie theater in all of our pockets. And then, in the other corner, you have the absolute legend, Warner Bros., a true titan of Hollywood with a century of iconic filmmaking just baked into its DNA. This is the new school versus the old guard, potentially coming together.
So what actually happens if these two powerhouses join forces? I mean, really think about it. What would that mean for the movies we go see, the shows we all binge watch, and, the entire future of entertainment itself? It's a huge question.
All right, let's break down the deal itself. The proposal is actually pretty simple, but it is incredibly audacious. Netflix would acquire Warner Bros. Discovery. The goal? To forge an entertainment powerhouse unlike anything we have ever seen before. So the core idea here is to fuse Netflix's incredible global tech and its streaming machine with the pure, legendary storytelling power that, let's be honest, Warner Bros. Has been perfecting for 100 years. It's really about combining algorithms with pure artistry.
But okay, what does this actually mean for the stuff you and I watch? Well, this is where the sheer scale of this deal becomes, frankly, mind-boggling. We're talking about combining two of the deepest, most iconic content libraries in the history of media.
I mean, on one hand, you'd have the culture-defining global phenomenon that is Stranger Things, a true flagship of the streaming era. And it would be sharing a home with the Man of Steel himself. We're talking Superman, the original superhero, a cultural icon brought to the screen by Warner Bros., who has defined heroism for generations of fans.
And just think about the incredible range here. You'd get Netflix's super addictive reality TV, like the social experiment that is Love is Blind, all the way to the golden age of Hollywood with these timeless, legendary classics like Casablanca. I mean, the sheer breadth of this combined catalog, it would be absolutely staggering. Okay, but why? I mean, beyond just owning a ridiculously massive library, what's the grand strategy here? Why would they attempt a merger of this incredible scale?
Well, Netflix's co-CEO, Ted Sarandos, really framed the strategy with this quote. The way he puts it, this isn't just about getting bigger for the sake of getting bigger. It's about setting the entire creative agenda for the next 100 years of entertainment on a global scale.
And look, here's why the deal makes so much sense, at least on paper. Their strengths are almost perfectly complementary. Think about it. Netflix has the world-class tech, that global reach, and a direct line into hundreds of millions of homes. Meanwhile, Warner Bros. Has the irreplaceable creative assets. We're talking legendary franchises and the world-class studio infrastructure to keep making more. It's like one has the delivery system, and the other has the goods.
And the ultimate goal of putting these two together? It's pretty simple, really. To create a growth engine that just never stops. The whole theory is that this new powerhouse will attract way more subscribers, keep all of us glued to our screens, and just drive revenue for decades and decades to come.
Of course, building an empire of this magnitude, well, it doesn't come cheap. So what is the actual price tag for this potentially historic acquisition?
Okay, so here's the number. The offer on the table is $27.75 for every single share of Warner Bros. Stock. But let's take a closer look at how that actually breaks down. Right, so it's not a pure cash deal, which is interesting. For each share, Warner Bros. Investors would get $23.25 in cold, hard cash. But then, the remaining $4.50 would be paid out in Netflix stock. So that makes them part owners of this new massive combined company.
Okay. Enough about share prices and business strategy. Let's get back to what really matters. What does all of this mean for you? Sitting there on your couch, what would this new streaming universe actually feel like to use?
Well, to try and calm some of the potential fears from fans, the proposal actually makes a few key promises. They pledge to keep releasing their big blockbusters in actual movie theaters, not just straight to streaming. They'd also maintain HBO as that premium brand we all know, and they'd keep the historic Warner Bros. Studio lot up and running. So the message is basically, don't worry, we're adding, not subtracting.
So the core pitch to you, the viewer, is actually pretty simple. Imagine having just one subscription on one platform that gives you literally everything from The Batman to Bridgerton. It's a promise of ultimate convenience, incredible value, all under one single digital roof.
And this really leads us to the ultimate question.
Is this the dream scenario for all of us viewers? One perfect home for pretty much every story imaginable? Or is it just too much power concentrated in one place? Is it creating a media giant so dominant that no one else can even compete? The entire future of entertainment could really hang on that answer. It's a lot to think about.